To cover the CD, we're going to cut a circle of 22 centimeters. I'm using this fabric with a Christmas print here, but you can use any fabric, guys. I'll show you the other one I made using only this fabric. And the one we're going to make now, I'm going to use it like this and add red fabric too, so you can see that you can use any fabric. Now, let's gather this up, okay? I put a blue thread here, so you should use a long thread because you need enough space to put the CD in later. For those who have never made a yo-yo, I'll show you here. Look, going down and up. I'll use a blue thread so you can see it clearly, going down and up. There are many girls, right, who make yo-yos easily, but some are just starting today. So if you already know, you can skip this part. Now we go here. Look, stitch down, stitch up, down, up, all the way around this fabric. For this thinner fabric, cut paper like this, just like the CD, so nothing shows. Then you put it here like this, right, with the paper? I'm not even going to use this paper, because mine doesn't need it. Make a little stitch. Go ahead. Look, I like to give 2 stitches here, so there's no risk of it coming undone. Look how nice the CD looks. Guys, you can make so many things, right? It's not just for wreaths. See how nice it looks from the back? I've already covered all my CDs, see? 7 CDs. Now we need to do something to finish off this middle part, right? I'm going to do it the easiest way. I'm going to make a yo-yo. So I cut a 9 centimeter circle. And I'm going to make a little yo-yo here so we can finish this off and make it look really cute. If you want, you can fold this little tip here, if you're not going to put anything on top of the yo-yo. But I'm going to put a button. So I'm not even going to fold it here. Look at this. The little yo-yo is ready. Now we put some hot glue here, look, right on the edge of this yo-yo. And let's glue it right in the middle of the covered CD. Press it down so it looks nice and sticks well. Since I didn't finish it off here, right? Since I didn't fold it because I want to put a button here, look. There you go, guys, look. It can be any button, any decoration, even a regular button, look. Star-shaped button, heart-shaped button. Anything you put here will look pretty. Even just a regular button. Girls, when I was editing the video, I realized I didn't show how I made this part. Look, this is a trick to make the wreath come out just right, see? I took a CD, right, and traced it here, see? All the way around. Then I came and started placing the CDs here, overlapping one another, one on top of the other, see? I'll place it here like this. This part's easy since it's already marked, right? But when we do it for the first time, it's not that easy. So I did it like this, look. To make it the way I wanted. Then, after you put it there, look. You move it here, move it there, until it's the way you want. So what do you do next? Look, hold the CD and do it like this, see? See? Keep tracing around here, because then you can take the CD out. Your CD will be all covered. Here it's just a show because I forgot to record. Then, after you draw this here, where you want the CD to be, when it's time to glue it, it'll be easy. And also because for all the other wreaths you make, you can use this template here, so they'll all look the same. Now, to glue it, look. I can even undo this here, look. Let's start, okay? Put it here. Let's put the other one here. Then, we kind of know where we want it, see? If you need to, you can put it here, see? A little more glue. Carefully, okay? So the glue doesn't leak. Look, look. Look, you're following the drawing we made, right? And then look how cool. So then it stays like this, see? Nice and round. After that, you just need to clean off this chalk here. Then you cut a little ribbon, however long you want, and let's glue it right here like this. Bring the two parts together here, see? I left this ribbon a bit longer, guys, because the wreath is a little heavy. So I left it like this, see? Longer to support the weight. Girls, if after you glue the wreath, look, you see that there are spots that still need hot glue, okay? Just add a few drops. Take a look and see if there's any spot that needs it. Look, guys, since the wreath is a little heavy and I'm a bit cautious, I'm going to sew this ribbon here with a few hand stitches. See? I'm going to start. Leave the stitch like this, see? This is the knot up here, because we're going to glue the bow here and nothing will show, see? Let's put a few stitches here, because hot glue does stick, right? But just to avoid any accidents, so this wreath doesn't fall, in case we sell it, we're afraid it might fall at the client's house and ruin the wreath. Or if you give it as a gift. You can't have that, right? No. Now I'm going to make a bow to put on that little ribbon, right? Look, I have some gold tulle here. Look, I'm going to make a bow with this. I cut a piece here, see? I folded it over here. Look, I fold it over here.
Oh.
You can make a bow with scraps or with ribbon. You can make a fancier bow or a simpler one. There, see? I made the bow. Now I'm going to add another red bow here to make it look prettier.
So,
I loved making this wreath. I had never made one before. These are my first 2 wreaths, and I hope you make and sell a lot of them. Guys, I'm in love with my wreath, okay? Just look at it. Look how beautiful it is, guys. I don't even know which one turned out prettier. Look, if it's the one with all the patterns or this one here, look. Because I used up the leftover fabric and mixed it with red, I'm in love with both of them. If you liked this video, please like, share, and leave a comment. That way you help my channel grow. See you in the next video. Wishing you health and peace.